Battle Through the Heavens, Chapter 74. A mysterious guest arrives while the clan faces ruin. Having survived the initial agony of alchemy and touched the threshold of a new realm, Xiaoyan continues to temper his spirit through sheer exhaustion. But as he finally achieves the rank of a true doujie, the peace of his seclusion is cut short by a rising storm. Back in Wutan City, a dark shadow looms over the Xiao clan as their rivals prepare to strike.
For the next few days, Xiaoyan stayed hunched over his medicinal cauldron. He worked until his eyes burned and his arms went numb. His back throbbed with a dull ache, but the sight of his storage ring filling with healing medicine brought a thin smile to his face. The constant strain of refining pushed his internal energy to a new peak. Without even realizing it, his dou-qi had hardened and grown. He had finally reached the level of a one-star doger. His legs felt like lead as he finally began the long trek back home. While Xiaoyan had been gritting his teeth in the cave, the atmosphere in Wutan City turned toxic. The tension between the Xiao clan and the Jialei clan had reached a breaking point. 2 days ago, the Jialei family saw their opening. They offered the local merchant groups deals that were too good to refuse. Most of the trading houses that had been waiting on the sidelines immediately jumped to the Jialei markets. It was a direct strike at the Xiao family's foundation. In the clan's meeting hall, the high-ranking members were livid. Some were already reaching for their sword hilts.
"We cannot take this anymore."
The third elder growled. His face was twisted with rage as he paced the room.
"In 5 days, we have lost 60% of our profit. If this continues, we will have to shutter the markets entirely."
The room was packed with the family's elite. Every face was grim. The air felt heavy with suppressed fury.
"It is a losing battle,"
the first elder said. He let out a long, slow breath. His shoulders slumped.
"Great Master Ji Uni from the auction house gave us over 100 bottles, but it is a drop in the ocean. The Jialei family has a massive supply. We can hold them off for a few days, but once our stock runs out, we will be right back where we started."
He shook his head and gave a bitter laugh.
Uni could help more if he wanted, but he belongs to the auction house. They do not like getting dragged into family blood feuds. The fact that he helped at all is a miracle.
Xiao Zhan sat at the head of the table. He nodded, his jaw set tight. The medicine from the Jiali family was low quality, but it was cheap, and there was plenty of it. For the mercenaries who bled every day, that was all that mattered.
"If only we could hire a Tier 1 alchemist,"
someone muttered from the corner. Xiao Zhan shook his head. Alchemists in Wutan City were as rare as gold. Recruiting one required a mountain of money and a reputation the family simply did not have. Somehow, the Jiali family had found the right person to back them. In a corner of the hall, Xiao Yu and Xiao Ning sat with the other younger members. They watched the elders with wide eyes, keeping their mouths shut. The pressure in the room made it hard to breathe.
"Sister, is a Tier 1 alchemist really that important?"
Xiao Ning whispered. Xiao Yu exhaled. Her fingers gripped her knees.
An alchemist is born lucky. A Tier 1 alchemist might only have the strength of a Zhou Zhe. Any elder in this room could kill one in a fair fight, but alchemists do not fight with swords. They make things that people would die for. They make pills that do the impossible. Because of that, they can call on powerful warriors to do their bidding. One word from an alchemist can bring 100 experts to your door.
Xiao Ning shivered. His face paled with envy.
Do not even dream about it.
Xiao Yu said. Her voice was cold. The requirements are brutal. The chances of someone in our family becoming an alchemist are lower than seeing a star in the middle of the day. Xiao Ning bit his lip and looked away.
Our family does not have the luck to produce a man like that.
He grumbled. Xiao Yu was about to nod when an image flashed in her mind. She saw a boy in black robes, Xiao Yan. She shook her head violently. Why was she thinking of that brat? If a boy like him could become an alchemist, the profession would not be worth anything at all. She shifted her gaze toward the other side of the room. Xiao Shuner sat by a window, a thick, ancient book in her lap. She flipped a page with a slow, steady finger. She looked calm and untouched by the chaos around her. A few of the younger men nearby couldn't stop stealing glances at her. She is a good girl, Xiao Yu thought. Why does she waste her time on that little bastard? Sooner kept her eyes on the text, but her brow furrowed. She had lived with the Xiao family for 10 years. It was home. She wouldn't sit by and watch the Jia Lei family burn it down, even if only for Xiao Yan's sake.
I hope he doesn't take this too far.
She thought. She looked back down at her book. Without Xiao Yan there, she had no interest in speaking.
A guard suddenly sprinted into the hall. He dropped to one knee, breathing hard.
Patriarch, there is a man in black robes outside. He says he wants to talk business. He wants to cooperate.
Xiao Zhan and the elders froze. They looked at each other, and then their faces lit up with sudden, desperate hope. They scrambled to their feet.
Bring him in.
Xiao Zhan shouted. The rest of the clan watched in shock. They had never seen the elders move so fast.
There is no need for an invitation.
A rasping, aged voice called out from the hallway.
I have already arrived.
A figure wrapped in a heavy black cloak stepped through the doorway. He moved with a slow, deliberate pace. Every eye in the room locked onto him. Schwerner's eyes snapped up from her book. She didn't look away. She stared at the cloaked figure, her eyes narrowing as she watched him walk into the center of the room.